Good morning. Happy Wednesday. We're continuing on page 236. Remember, this is informational text, so we are learning information about how to keep our plants alive and make sure they're watered properly. Plants hate showers. Some gardeners make a big mistake. They give their plants showers. They use sprinklers in the garden, but plants hate showers. They love baths. Why do you think that is? They love baths instead of showers. Sprinklers put most of the water on the leaves, but plants cannot get water through the leaves. They can only get water from the roots. One of the best ways to get water to the roots is to use a soaker hose. This right here is a soaker hose. I wonder what exactly makes it different. Let's read more to find out. Where was I? Oh, okay, here. These are water hoses with little holes in them. When you turn on the faucet, water slowly drips into the ground. Water then goes to the roots. Some gardeners place their soaker hoses near where the plant goes into the ground. To use less water, green gardeners bury their soaker hoses. Wow, I learned something new. I didn't know they actually buried these. That way, the water comes out by the roots. Look at this picture. What do we think this picture means? I know this is dirt because it looks like it, but what is this? Let's find out. When you give your plants a drink, to check the soil, pick up a handful of dirt and squeeze it. Oh. If you can make a ball, do not add water. That's what this is. After they squeeze it, the soil stays like this. You don't need to add water. If you can make a ball, do not add water. If you cannot make a ball, your soil is dry. It is time to water your plants. So if it looks like this, it's time to water. Green gardeners water in the morning. I wonder why they water in the morning. What do you think? This is when the air is cooler. Well, I'm thinking about evaporation. So more water gets into the ground, and they use less water. The amount of time you water depends on your plants and soil. After watering for a while, dig down 12 inches. 12 inches is as long as the ruler that we sent home in your packets at the beginning of our e-learning. 30 centimeters in the raised bed. That's a really deep hole if you think about it. If the bottom of the hole is damp, you have watered enough. Stop losing water. The sun can evaporate. Ooh, I was right. The sun can evaporate water in the ground. It makes water hot and changes it into a gas. The gas then rises. That's why those arrows are pointing out to the sky. Because of this, soil loses water. Soil with no covering loses a lot of water. A green gardener conserves water by making a covering for the soil. You can cover the garden soil with compost. Compost is a very rich type of soil. Most of the time, people make compost out of old fruits and vegetables that they're throwing out, like a banana peel, an old tomato, and they put it all in this giant bucket, and that's what they use on top. That's called compost. Another covering for your garden is mulch. Straw is good mulch. Straw is like hay. Old newspapers can be mulch. Both will help keep water in the soil. It is important to cover soil in the fall and winter. Why do you think we have to cover it in the fall and the winter? It gets very cold outside. So your plants could possibly freeze. A good covering for this time of the year is winter rye grass. It will also give plants food in the spring. Wow, look at them working together. How kind is that? Oh, I noticed something. There's a bucket full of water. It looks like they got it from a rain gutter. Wow, so every time it rains, the water collects in that bucket. Harvest the rain. A green gardener can also conserve water by saving rain. That's what she's doing. During the summer, it may not rain very much. It is not a problem. Oh, this is not a problem. With an adult's help, you can collect rain by making a rain barrel. Believe it or not, my friends, my grandma actually did this in the past. She had one of these, and we would wash our hands and we would drink from it because hers actually had a lid on it, so it stayed really, really clean. So I'm making that connection. All right, where were we? A gardener uses the water in the rain barrel to reduce the water taken from the earth. And this water is free of chemicals that may hurt his or her plants. You need water, plants need water, but a green gardener does not waste water. A green gardener conserves it. Oh, that's the end of our story. Tomorrow I'll come back and I'll review the questions for you, just in case you're having a hard time understanding them. So I'll see you back tomorrow.